Hello, this is JilliBling. I have another project using Pocket Thoughts. So Pocket Thoughts is a bundle, which is going to be on sale from June 5th through June 30th. 10% additional on top of the regular bundle savings is going to be discounted, along with the machines. But there are 3 dies in this bundle, and they're all pockets. And this one is focusing on the smaller dies. And I did a few projects. This one has a large die in it right here, and this one has the medium, perfect for gift cards in it. So that's all 3 of the different pockets, this one. So today I want to use the small pocket, which to me means shopping. And isn't that just the cutest thing ever? Little tissue in there. You are beautiful. Make today amazing. So this is today's project, and I want to do it with the lavender paper. And we'll be using You Are Beautiful, and that's for the You Are Beautiful. And then on the inside, Make Today Amazing. It's a really nice set. And then also the greenery stamp. Unbounded Dies makes this little frame, and the same frame that was on all of these came from the same Unbounded Dies. Oh, I didn't show you the wedding one too. Sometimes I get an idea and I just goes crazy with ideas. So all of these are from Unbounded Dies. Right here. 1 die makes 2 pieces. And I'll show you that here in just a minute. And then also Pocket Thoughts, which are just the 3, there's 3 pieces, 3 different size pockets. Okay, so I can't wait to show you today's, and I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out. It's using completely different products. And I just came back from the post office. At the end, I want to show you this card from Karen in Canada. I want to show you the card that she made and sent to Tony for Get Well wishes. We'll use a hand punch, any size hand punch, just about any size will do. And that makes these little holes. Tissue paper for stuffing in the gifts. So we'll do that. In color jute trim has all the different colors, and this time I want to focus on Pebble Path. And as we go, I'll tell you the paper cut sizes, and then I'll hold up the project plus this little note so you could do a screenshot in case you want to copy it. We will need the trimmer, and that is to put an extra score line on each of the small pocket, the shopping bags, so that they're kind of pleated on the sides. We will be using Country Woods designer paper. And all of them use the Country Woods. There's so many different tones and colors in there. It's a lot of fun, a great package of paper. And then lavender, the lavender paper. I'm not quite sure how this is going to turn out, but because I love the print, I love the colors, I'm sure it's going to be lovely. So Pocket Thoughts is in the annual catalog on page 62. And when you bundle, buy the 2 of them together, you always save 10%. But like I said, special starting tomorrow, you save an additional 10%. And we'll use the lavender paper, which is so pretty. And we'll use the lace, or on this one, this paper is from Country Lace, and that's this paper right here. And then, of course, Country Woods. Country Woods. Okay, let's get started. So with this die, oh, I'm going to tell you the sizes too. This is 2 inches by 12 inches. For the bags, it is, I think it's 2 1/4 by 12. Pockets are 2 1/4 by 12. We'll do 3 of those. Paper base is standard 5.5 by 8.5, and this is thick white cardstock. So 5.5 by 8.5. We'll need to do some more scoring, so I'll keep this nearby. This is going to go on top, and the boho paper is 5 by 3 3/4. Then there's a second boho paper the same size, 5 by 3 3/4. And then the white insert is 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. That's going to go right here. Okay, so I'll show you the sizes. And there they are. Okay. So let me first cut out 2 of these using this little die from Unbounded Love dies. So this time I'm just going to use these 2 outside edges and not so much the inside. On all the other ones I use the inside piece, and somebody's probably creative enough to come up with an idea for using them for the inside, but I'm not quite sure yet. I'm thinking these will go right here. Then these are for the little shopping bags, and that's going to use the smallest die, and I'll cut out 3 of those. Those are right here. And it's nice that they have little score lines on them already. Okay, so how about if we start out by doing the little shopping bags, because those take just a little bit of time, not enough to scare you off. Don't be scared, it's okay. So I'm going to line up all 3 of these at one time, use my hole punch. Probably have to fold this in, that in, just so I know where to do the hole punch. And I'm going to do it through all 3 at one time. And I'm going to have my little guard right up against the score line, and then just drop it in just a little bit. And hopefully they're similar. And that'll do. Okay, so we've got the hole punch in those. So I'm going to start out by folding the scores, which is nice. The die already has the score lines included on it. And then I'm going to use my paper trimmer, score trimmer, does both. And I'm going to use the score blade, and I'm going to cut this little panel in half to make it pleated to look like a shopping bag. There's a score line on that one. Hopefully that's it. It looks right. Okay, so put this over here. So let me make sure you can see. So this is a score, the one that's lighter color. This one that's darker color is cutter. So I want the score. And are we in frame? Yeah. And it might be hard to see. I can see where the score line is. I'm just going to put it against the bottom and have this trough right in the middle between the edge of the paper and the score line. And if it isn't exactly perfect, it's not going to ruin your project. So just do the best you can. There's one. Here's my score line. Here's the edge. Right about in the middle. Okay, so that one is done, and we'll get back to this as soon as I get done with these. It won't take too long. I think this is the hardest part. It's kind of fun making the little bags, but this is just a little bit tedious. But definitely worth it. You could stick money in each of those bags. Or you could fill it with coins. It would be like a loaded card. That could be a lot of fun. You could roll up or fold up a bill to get it into one of these little bags instead of tissue paper. Oh, with green popped out. And you know you can stamp on tissue. Oh, maybe I'll try that today. You could stamp on tissue paper to make it kind of all matchy-matchy. Okay, we are done with that. So now the next step is this is going to fold in, and then this little bit here, this extra where the score line is, I'll hold this up here close in just a minute. It gets folded in again. So that just gives the bag a little bit of thickness. See how that is? And at first I was just going to glue this little part right here and just rely on it being up, but I thought, wait a minute, that's about the size of 2 dimensionals. Wait a minute, we had to put a string through there, so it's all going to work out. So now I'm just getting that little extra scored piece. That one's done. Here's the fold. And it's nice that it just naturally gives exactly where you want it to. In the catalog, they show like little gifts, and they have little papers kind of popping out of them. And I thought, well, that's cute too. You could put little notes on each of them. So because Tony has been not driving, because he has the new hip and he's doing very well, thank you all for sending well wishes and everything. Anyhow, I get to pick up the mail and get his newspaper every day, which is right in town, a whole mile away. And, okay, I'll continue with my story in a minute. So this is going to be about as big as we need it. So I'm going to cut 3, what is that, maybe 3 inches? So today, well, I've been going every day, and because he always does it, and he does it before or after this bus run or that bus run, I haven't had a need to do it. So I didn't even know where the post office box, I knew where the post office is, but not where our post office box is, because he has the key. He does it. And then he gets his newspaper because that's his thing. Stampin' is my thing. Him doing the crossword puzzles, that's his thing. So I've been doing it, which is kind of fun. But today, well, can you tell? This is a stay-home day. Stay-home days, I don't do my hair. I shower, but I just let it dry all natural. And I wear the most comfy clothes ever. But wouldn't you know it, when you go to the post office, you see people. And I just pretended like it ain't no thing. Didn't do any apologies because maybe I should have, but I didn't. Kind of embarrassing, so maybe I need to clean up when I go to the post office. Okay, so I put dimensionals in. I'm going to put the string through here, the jute, and stick it to there and put another dimensional on top of it, which will equal the little thickness of this bag. And I purposely got a flat side next to the original score line. And if you don't, it's okay, but if you do, it works out really well. Okay, so that's going to go right there into the dimensional. Now this piece here, I'm going to pull it all the way through, and then see how that's nice and not all twisty? You know what I mean. You know how things could get a little crazy. And before I stick this down too far, I'm thinking that's a good size handle. So I'm good with this one. So now, pull out those dimensionals, and let's do a dimensional sandwich. 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 Okay, so now I would like to say, okay, just close up the pieces. They stick to the side of the dimensional, but I do have one tip. When you close it up, so I put down this one, I'm making sure that this is perpendicular to the bag front. On one of them, I pushed it in really hard, and I'm like, yeah, I got a good seal. But the side of my bag was all leaning in. I'll put my thumb here. I'll show you a good bad example. If you push it way in, your bag is not. It's not a rectangle bag. And now this one I see, oh, I didn't get it close enough. So either it will come up or I'll do more dimensionals. Ooh, it's going to come up. Okay, there it is. So now my bag is, well, it looks good here. Over here, this is kind of leaning out a little. Don't tell anyone. If you got this card, you'd be thrilled, right? Okay, so I'm really missing the mark on that one. Therefore, one dimensional. That's all done. And here's another dimensional. Okay, dimensional sandwich. Same thickness as the other ones. And that can go right there. Yes. So this part, yes, it is a little tedious, but isn't it cute? Good, good. Okay, so here is my little bag. And I noticed that my holes are not equal, but I don't think that the recipient is going to care too much. Okay, here we are. Let's do dimensional crazy. And try to get the flat side right against the seam, not on it. This time I'm going to do better on this one. So today is for dinner. Let's look at what we have in the pantry and let's crock pot something. So it's smelling really good. The mushroom soup and green beans and chicken. Okay, so that's looking good. But before, let me put them on here. I want my my cords, my strings to be about the same size. Those look very different. So this one, that's a little bit too long. That was just loosely stuck in there. Okay, that looks good. And it's okay if they're a little bit different. So now these are ready for dimensional towers. Building a house on dimensionals. Then we have one more bag to build and then put tissue paper in it. I might try Stampin' on it. Okay, so then to close these up, see this one, I think that this thickness is too much, but I'm just letting the tip of it stick down into the dimensional. Good. Oop, that one's leaning. Good, good, good. 2 bags done. Now see how this one is more narrow here? This one's kind of wide. Okay, one more. sometimes I have to fold the score lines just to see where to put that dimensional. Okay, now for the string, the jute pebbled path. I did pebbled path because I think this kind of looks like pebbled path. So this one will go all the way through. Then I'm thinking right about there will do, but I'm going to check it. Okay. So now it's time to build up the house, build up the box. I probably should have taken stock and dimensionals before doing this project, but I always use lots. Before I started stamping, I should have invested in dimensionals. If you could even do that. I buy so many dimensionals, that's one of the item numbers I have memorized. That's pretty bad, even the mini ones. Oop, that one's kind of leaning. Good, good, good. Ooh. Good, good. Okay. So that is set. So now tissue paper. So this is tissue paper that I cut with my trimmer, 2 inches strips. So I want to cut it to like another 2-inch strip. Or 1.5. Need one more. Okay. So to do that, this side is a little shiny. I'm going to keep that. Just get it in the center, kind of crumple it up. Oh, I had to put a dimensional in there, right in the middle. You know, more dimensionals. Okay, so that little cuteness can now go right there. Okay, wait till I show you this. Is that just the cutest little thing? Yes. 3 bags. Shiny side. Just get it kind of random. How do you do your tissue? Like when it comes to a bag, putting it in for a gift, I just take like the middle of it, like the corners, pull them up, take the center, and foof it. You know, foof it. And then just tuck it in. So, I take the bottom corners, foof. This is too small to fluff though. Okay. Tissue paper in the little things. Okay, so now let's move on to, we might need that. So see the background? With Versamark, I stamped these leaves, then I stamped You Are Beautiful. So Versamark, little leaves, make sure there's no color, and that goes all over boho blue. Just random. And at first you really don't see it, but then all of a sudden it just starts appearing. I love Versamark for creating a background. There's going to be gifts all over. That one you could really see now. And in the pictures, when I took pictures of the other project where I did those show up much? They did. This, the happy birthday, is in Versamark. And when I took the pictures, you could see it really clearly. That one you could see a little better. So it does show up. Sometimes it just takes a few minutes. Okay, that's good. And then in Memento, I'll do the You Are Beautiful. Make today amazing. You're beautiful. And that could go right here. At first I was concerned, is the Memento ink going to stamp over the Versamark? And it does. Oh, I caught an edge. Do you know how long it's been since I've caught an edge? Redo. I don't think anything is going to cover that down there. Sigh. I'll do it as fast as I can. I like the leaves part best. Not so much the stem. Right in the middle. Okay, so no more rushing. You are beautiful. Right in the bottom corner. Perfect. So that is done. So now it's time to see. I'm not sure how these little frames are going to work out. I'll give it a try. Maybe they should go more this way. The other time, all the other projects, I cut them in half. So one of these was really different. This one had a lot of, so that one could be at the top. So I'm thinking this one could be here. Maybe it could be back. This one could be like it's in the front. And then this one can be up a little bit higher. But I want to see the frame. Well, I think since the frame is there, this one is going to go lower. And then this one can be higher. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so time to start sticking it together. Where's my new little loved gadget? Well, you can tell it's been overnight since I've used my glue. Oh, Tony's out starting up his truck. He's so manly. I hear him revving it. So this one is going to go right about here. I love that little ruffle on it. Okay, and put this one on. I've had so much fun with this bundle. I don't know why I didn't act on it sooner. It's really cute. And I think everyone could use gift card holders just in a drawer, just in case, one of each. And you think, oh, I don't know that I'm going to any weddings, but you never know when it comes up. Oh, look how those all stuck together. I think this one needs to be adjusted a little bit. So I'll take this one off for now. Its little trim thing is sticking out. There's not too much room going this direction. Okay, so I'm going to put glue all, I might put another, you know, more dimensionals, just to hold the tissue in place. Right there. Then I'm going to put glue on this little layer of designer paper. Maybe a dot on each of those for good luck. Okay, so this one is going to go a little bit higher and in closer to the middle. It's fine when you're copying, like if you're copying this one, because then you know right where to place it, but kind of going from scratch. Okay, so one more dimensional on the tissue. And while I'm at it, I probably should do this one. I've used a whole package of dimensionals today. Imagine that. Okay, so this one, glue on this little extra fold. And I'm thinking it's going to go here right up against that. That's going to make that one really tall. So this one is going to go right in the middle. Maybe go a little bit more over to one side, like right there. Okay. See, so it's a little bit of work to do the bags, but they're so cute. Be right about there. Okay, so that's going to go on the front of the card. I kind of want to, here, dry. I'm using the words one. Dry. Okay, it's going to dry. We'll come right back. So for the inside, as with this one, no more die cutting needed. We're done with that. So just in, well, see, this project with the lavender paper, I want to do something with crumb cake and lagoon. So I'm going to pull out this big stamp. And you know, in some ways I'm thinking, I'm not sure that lagoon, crumb cake go with boho. Ooh, that's really dark. I'll try one more. But I'm just pretending like it does. And I kind of like the look of it. Okay. And then with this little one that we had in Versamark all over the front, I'm going to use crumb cake. Just like this. Kind of to decorate it. So let's see how that's going to look. That's nice. Just a little bit, not too much, but just to bring the inside, the outside of the card in with colors. And then in Memento, Make Today Amazing. I'll do this one at the top. Oh, I love that. Okay. See how this is doing with drying. I think it's stuck on there. I kind of been thinking I need to put dimensionals under here, but you would see them. Okay, so let's get to building this card, and then that's it. Isn't that fun? Kind of lumpy going over all this. This would have to be a hand-delivered card. Okay, and then on the inside, I was thinking about putting some heather or grape on the inside, and I tried freesia to kind of match the paper. And it just kind of, it lost a little elegance because it was just like a merry-go-round of colors, which is very happy. But this is a little bit more monochromatic. Okay, so there it is. So, 2 projects, both with shopping bags, which are just wonderful. So that is it for today's project, and I hope you have a great day. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. I appreciate it. Thanks.